Hey y'all, grand rising, good afternoon and good evening. Whatever time you click on this video is the right time for you, and I thank you in advance for your viewership and support. Today's energetic tap-in is going to be on none other than Naomi Campbell. Recently, Naomi has been accused of misappropriating funds for a charity that she works with, and she has been forced to step down from that charity. And I'm not sure about this, but I believe she's also possibly facing charges. She may have been indicted this week. So there's a huge shift of power right now. And if you have been in the know with Naomi, then you will know that she has been accused of being around some very interesting circumstances and situations throughout the years. She was attached to Weinstein. She said she didn't know about what was going on with him. She was attached to the chaos behind the exposure of blood diamonds. She said she didn't know anything about the diamonds being compromised, through those types of means and measures. So now here we are in 2024, and Naomi's facing the heat. I apologize for the noise in the back, y'all. I still have a regular life. That's my dishwasher going. But I'm going to go ahead and start here. Can someone please timestamp this reading for the 2-minute mark? And I thank you in advance. I'll pin it down in the comments. Let's get into some things. Angel, spirit guides, and ancestors. Show me the energy around Naomi Campbell. We're going to start off with oracles, the Isis oracles. Alrighty, so miracle of Isis, miraculous healing of the goddess. Okay. Why would Naomi need the miracle of Isis for healing right now? Scales of balance, ancient tantra of the soul. So to go before the scales of balance, this is Mayat, okay? So for people who may not understand why I chose this oracle, Naomi is very, very into Egyptology. She even has a house that is built to where from a view from the sky, it appears to look like the all-seeing eye. So she definitely is in need of repair and healing right now because she's facing the hands of justice, which, like I said, that's Mayat. She has to make her Mayat here on earth. Abundance of the Sothis. Stellar blessings of the celestial goddess of abundance. So yes, she's facing, justice over things that were done with donations in abundance, allegedly. Temple of Lapis Lazuli, the goddess of the ancient skies. Okay, so she's literally standing before justice with the entire court of the ancient Egypt, the spiritual court, like this is like being judged by the gods and goddesses that she believes in. Okay. Once again, lapis lazuli is definitely, you know, a stone that would be used between Ma'at and Hathor, Isis, the brothers in darkness, overcoming negative energy with feminine power. So remember what I said about her association, those who are in darkness. A lot of the men that she may have been attached to, they are considered to be, you know, within the brothers of darkness. Okay. Queen of the heaven, blessing from the divine empress of the sky. So with this coming out after the brothers in divine darkness, it's like she's been riding a very, very sharp line in between, living in both worlds, thinking that, you know, she could eventually, you know, circumvent certain energy by just, you know, well, it doesn't matter what they do, you know, I'm in the light, I'm not really a part of what they have going on. But that's not enough. It's like, you know, being immersed in a situation long enough, even if you don't practice getting your hands dirty, the energy around you is dirty enough to where it's going to start to wear off. It's going to start to affect your life. And this is what we're looking at. You know, her being associated to certain circles, being around certain people. Eventually, it's worn her energy down. And this is, you know, being a victim of, for one, the company you keep, and two, thinking that you can stay in a gray area. So, wow. Let's tap into some tarot around this. Let's see how this gray area is affecting her life right now. Judgment. Remember when I said she felt like she could ride a razor sharp line down the middle? She could just be, you know, non-affected by being oblivious or keeping her, you know, her head down, her nose to the grind, you know. That might be them, but that's not me. You know, I just play my part, playing the middle. She's facing justice for playing both sides. And wow. And this is showing how she's actually manifested throughout the years. Is like playing both sides of the equation. And now they're going to start to investigate, you know, everything that has to do with her and her past and how she became the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Coins for this deck. So whatever the indiscretion was with this situation, it's opened her up for, you know, like, I want to say like forensic accounting. Yeah. King of Swords coming out. That represents law enforcement, and that's higher law enforcement. And it's going from 10 of coins to Knight of coins. So they may have already, you know, frozen accounts due to investigations, and it immediately slowed up her money. We know that she was asked to step down from, I want to say like a board of trustees over a nonprofit that she was a part of. They're looking into some offers that she has received. Knight of Cups. And like some choices that she made, dang, And it's got people walking away from her due to these large secrets that are looming. So there's a lot that's about to come out with her, and people that are very, very close to her, people that are near and dear to her, are going to separate themselves now. Okay? And, you know, at a time, this was a wish fulfillment, the Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment that brought stability. You see this door opening up? That's a door that everyday people are not allowed into. Like, she was allowed into certain places and in the fold of certain situations. And boom, here's the Tower. And the Queen of Heaven falls right here with the Tower. She's really got herself in a hole. She's dug a ditch here, and the energy that I'm getting is that she feels like she's misunderstood, she was misled, she was misguided. You know, she's telling the authorities, allegedly. Before I go any further, this reading is for entertainment purposes. All things said are alleged. So energetically, what I'm getting is like she's telling the authorities that there are certain things she didn't have control over. She had no idea. She was led astray. She's just as bamboozled as they are. And it's not helping. Yeah, like I said, it's not helping. A hangman falls under justice. So remember I said they want to investigate where her money comes from. They want to know the inner workings of all these deals, these contracts, negotiations, and agreements. That falls under the Magician. They want to know how this money manifests. They want to investigate these offers to know the truth about her engagement with these companies, the people that she works with. And here it is, feeling betrayed, the ultimate betrayal, feeling backstabbed because of people, places, and things from the past. So someone who could have been a long-term friend, a long-time business colleague, associate, fill in the blanks. They could have spoken to law enforcement because they may have been a subject of interest or knew things about a subject of interest. And you got the Empress to the Seven of Cups here, which shows that, you know, this person manifests through alternative means. They have multiple things that they invest in or that they have fostered, that they have brought to fruition. And here it is. We've got the Wounded Warrior over an offer. So, like I said, there is something, you know, here with business attached to the past and people that she's associated with from the past, different offers, different opportunities that were brought to fruition or brought to her attention that literally has her in the Wounded Warrior energy. And it's like she's been fighting to make, you know, like a wish or a dream or something of that nature come to fruition. It was her wish fulfillment. And she faced a lot of adversity, a lot of fighting to get to this wish fulfillment. But somewhere on this road, she took a shortcut. She made a wrong turn to bring things into fruition, to try to balance things, to try to make things fair. And it's that very thing that she thought that she was going to do to balance things, to bring things into fruition, that brought this Tower. Yep. Mother, she's the one who gives birth, the one that brings things into fruition, the Empress, okay? So now she has to defend herself against this tower. And it's like before she can get, you know, the proper defense off the ground, she ends up in the fight of her life because she's thinking, allegedly, like, you know, okay, this is the nonprofit, but it ended up being way bigger than that. Five of Swords, Palace of Cups, Five of Wands are showing at the bottom of the deck. Okay? So that's showing me there's a lot of harsh communication and fighting within her home, within the infrastructure of her home, about the way that things happen and the way that things should go. Yeah. A lot of harsh communication. I hope somebody didn't sell her out because they got into it. Because I definitely feel like whoever this is that spoke, it is an ultimate betrayal. And this is someone that she's attached to from the past. Yeah, we've got the Hermit, the Five of Coins, and the Queen of Cups. Oop. Yeah, she's permanently ostracized, you know, looking at poverty. And the Queen of Cups, that could represent someone that either she got into it with, or just having the intuition, the fortitude to know that eventually, you know, this collaboration, okay, was going to come to an end, that this could backfire. Because we got a Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, which represents, you know, going into contract negotiation and agreement, going into union, agreeing to take part in certain types of activities. And this is going to bring everything to a rest for her familial situation as she knows it, due to this person that is from her past. That I really get the energy. It's very strong. I get the energy that somebody she's attached to from her past spoke to law enforcement, okay? And they gave them some very pertinent information that is pertaining to her business dealings. Yeah, her collaborations and how she became the Queen of Pentacles. And it's like, wow. They were able, whoever this was, they were able to show, you know, how she may have possibly financially been in a rut when she came into this, whatever this negotiation was for business, and then ended up with a large amount of money that made her the Queen of Pentacles. Ten of Cups. Just wow, wow, wow. I'm getting a download here looking at this family card. Now, for those of you who may not be familiar with Naomi Campbell and her dating life, there was a billionaire, a married billionaire that she was involved with, and, you know, she was publicly dating him while he was still married. So I feel like the energy around the information that was given either by a person who was around. Well, they would have to be around during that time, but a person who was around during that time who has close access as far as being able to know how her money moves. Now, I want you to look at this family, okay? And then look at the pet that's at the end of the walkway. And I want you to keep that in mind. Keep that very key in mind, because it feels like some opportunities may have come her way during this time period, okay? There were hurt and bruised feelings, emotions over the public nature of their relationship, but this helped to put her on her feet financially. So, you know, she's like, hey, that's not my problem. That's your problem. That's your husband. You deal with it with him. When he's with me, we don't deal with you. And that was the beginning of a downfall, whether she knew it or not. So, yeah, she took this leap of faith to become the Queen of Pentacles, and it was a wish fulfillment that helped her to, you know, birth a very successful period of her time. Well, what I meant to say was birth a very successful period of time into her life. Let me see something, because there's something else here. Okay, so whoever this is, this person, because I had to remember, Naomi became a mother. She did become a mother, you know, later on in life. So Empress is also letting me know that this is also a time period. That was a very, very, you know, happy time for her. It was a wish fulfillment for her to become a mother. And this really did enrich her life. She felt like she was at the top of the world becoming a mother. It was a wealth that she had never experienced before. And then here it is, she got this tower, you know, she's fighting for her life, trying to make sure that she can get out of this situation, because this also affects her children. This person, and the reason why this could be a Ten of Swords, is this person is someone that's very, very close to her, relatively close, someone that either is around her and her children, or someone that she can, you know, considers like family. Mm. So she's trying to defend this tower, and it's like she's being cut off for being attached to toxic and maleficent energies, okay? I don't know if she's seen her paperwork as of yet, you know, the dossier attached to her, to know how certain information came into fruition. But I think she's going to be shocked. I think she's going to be very, very shocked. Yeah. So you got the Fool here, which is falling under the Five of Swords, the Hangman, and Judgment. And this is, you know, a lot of arguing about, you know, possible foolish decisions. You know, she's not getting any rest, high anxiety. So we got the Sun came out in reverse. Definitely not happier times here. And the Sun in reverse represents trying to hide things as well. And see, she's having all types of anxiety, worried about how she's going to move forward from here. Because it's like every cycle in her life is coming to a rest right now due to this betrayal attached to her past. Queen of Swords. So, okay, the plot thickens. So, Queen of Swords represents a very studious, intelligent, smart woman, but she can be very abrasive in her communication, how she talks to people. This could have actually been the kickoff to the decision for this person to speak because of how she treats this person, how she speaks to this person. Yeah. And see, Chariot also represents law enforcement coming in. This is so messed up because, I mean, it's not just about her having this jet set, expensive life, and now she's older, she should be able to, you know, relax and enjoy her life. It's like she has children now. So she has a whole nother reason to be worried, to be scared, to be nervous because this affects her babies. Palace of Cups, faith. So she's definitely praying to, you know, preserve her home, to do whatever she needs to do to protect her babies. She wants to give them the life and the childhood that she didn't have, that she didn't receive. Oh, poor baby. So Naomi was in and out of, if I'm not mistaken, somebody write down in the comments because it's been a while. But Naomi was a child that was like in and out of the system. She really didn't have a strong family background. So she's falling apart because she doesn't want her children to face what she faced in childhood. She wants to give them the life that she wasn't able to have. And that's how, you know, she ended up in certain situations, toxic situations with work, being, you know, misled, misguided, and allowing herself to be brought into the fold of certain things when it comes to work. Because she was thinking about, you know, what she was supposed to provide for her children to give them a better life. Six of Swords. She's thinking about how to get out of this toxic, chaotic situation and move forward. Six of Swords is usually like in the typical Lenormand deck. It's a mother escaping with her child. Yeah, and she's just praying, because at the end of the day, there's more information to come. And she's just trying to figure out what's her next move. What should she do for her and her children? But this doesn't look like she's going to be able to move forward out of this toxic, chaotic situation as of yet, due to things that, you know, she has hidden in the past over some ships and shipments that have come in. So she's considering her options for sure, losing a lot of sleep. Feels like she's been privy to some very, very important information throughout the years. And to do what she needs to do for her children, she's going to have to really consider giving that information up. Her life as she knows it is never going to be the same from here on out. Yeah, Two of Swords, Five of Cups. So, you know, she's worried about losing everything, being cut off from the life that she has. This is bringing a lot of shame, remorse, regret, sympathy. But she's going to have to tell the truth. And if she tells the truth, she's going to be cut off from, like I said, opulence, the life that she knows. So we've got the Emperor here. And considering her options, this is really, really just messed up. She's doing her best to consider her options on moving forward, what the wish fulfillment is going to be, but there's no way to avoid the onslaught of what's coming. It's like one thing leads to another, and another thing leads to another case. And because of her high profile and all the places that she's been and the people that she's been around, they could possibly link her to several other situations quite easily. So she's going to have to talk whether she wants to or not. Yeah. Being caught up with this legal case has brought up, like I said, shame, remorse, disappointment in every area of her life due to justice, karmic justice, and the justice system. So no matter what she does to consider her options, like I said, people are separating themselves, getting away from her as fast as possible because of all these looming secrets. Remember, you know, I just said it. She's attached to a lot of high-end big names. You know, her name rings bells around the world. So any circle that she has been in where people are in question of, you know, things that have to do with money and the money doesn't add up, even if she doesn't have anything to do with it, the universe is taking out as trash. So she could be popping up in several other investigations just because of, you know, partying with these people, being adjacent to these people. Man, oh man. Yeah, this is all bad. And it looks like law enforcement is going to move forward swiftly and professionally. They're going to find some evidence, or they have already found some evidence that is damning. Wow. So the independent woman and the card of apology, the Page of Cups, they're really about to delve into what has made her her, how she has gotten her money. And this is not going to be a good look at all. It's just so interesting what a difference a day makes. Like, you know, her and Law Roach were just at, you know, New York Fashion Week, and People were talking about her and Rihanna not getting along and possibly shading each other because they dated the same Arab billionaire. And then here it is, just a few weeks later. We're talking about having to step down from a nonprofit and possible indictments. Like, all of these things were in the making while she was at Fashion Week and she didn't even know. Yeah, and this forward movement, and they're going to move aggressively. The authorities are not going to use the kid gloves with Miss Naomi. They are about to move very swiftly and aggressively. They want answers, and they're willing to throw her under the bus if they have to get them. So it's up to her how she's willing to work with the authorities, how this works out for her. Palace of Swords, Five of Cups. Now, the Palace of Swords for me, because King of Swords and Queen of Swords can represent lawyers and law officials. This represents, like, you know, major time, like Fed time. And this is an unrequited offer. So she's going to have to do what she has to do to stay out of prison, to stay in the lives of her babies. Oh, wait. So Seven of Swords and the Knight of Cups. This is getting real nasty. She's going to have to really be prepared to sever ties just indefinitely. Now I see why the Two of Swords came out. It's nothing that she can do about it, because this is why everybody's scattering and running from her as fast as possible, because they know the type of stuff that she knows, but they don't know what it is that she might possibly say. And this right here is the unrequited offer. It falls right under the Five of Cups. It's like having everything you ever dreamed of at the tips of your fingers, just to watch it all fall right between your fingertips, slide right out your hands. There's nothing you could do about it. Just like sand. Messages are going to come out about her and a potential lover, or choices that she made attached to a potential lover. Let me clear the table. I couldn't even imagine the anxiety she has on her, worrying about her babies, because she doesn't want them to face the type of childhood that she faced. She loves her children, and this is like what I'm seeing is the biggest worry for her, you know, overall for everything is, I can't leave my babies. I don't know if she has 2 girls, but I'm feeling all feminine energy, like I can't leave my girls. Wow. Let's wrap this up. What's to be expected? Justice. The Justice Department is, they're not sparing any expenses. New actions, new ways to go about things. So there could possibly be, you know, new investigations, or investigations that, you know, come out of this investigation that lead to other investigations, possibly. Oh, yeah, Four of Pentacles represents, you know, generational wealth, like up to like 4 generations. Also her being stubborn. Here's that Queen of Cups again. You got the Hermit here and the Five of Pentacles being ostracized and shunned, looking at losing money. Why is this Queen of Cups prevalent? Because she keeps coming out. Why is she prevalent? Four of Wands. Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Who is this Queen of Wands that she keeps fighting back and forth with? I mean, not Queen of Wands, excuse me, Queen of Cups. My apologies. Yeah, it's like her comfort, her stability, everything's coming to a rest. And I keep asking about who this Queen of Cups is, because this is somebody from her past that she keeps going back and forth with. And I'm hearing checkmate, Ten of Swords. So we're going to end it here. But just know that Miss Naomi is facing some very heavy burdens right now. And she's going to make some very, very, very big decisions soon, because she's got to do what's best for her and her children. So, goodness gracious, y'all. This is 2024. Goodness gracious. I don't even know what to say. I guess I'll call this one From Catwalks to Courtrooms. I'm going to close it here. Everybody have a wonderful day, evening, whenever you click onto this and watch this. I thank you for your viewership and support. And I really do hope that things turn out well for her children, because she has young babies. But you got to be mindful when you do certain things that the sins of the mother and the sins of the father can catch up to the children. And this is just one of those ways. So until next time, y'all, talk to you soon. This reading is adjourned.